Missouri state court system is very similar to the United States federal court system. The state court system includes 3 tiers in its structure: the Supreme Court, the appellate courts, and the municipal courts. The Supreme Court of Missouri has been the state's highest court since 1820, when the first Missouri Constitution was adopted. The role of this Supreme Court is to ensure a stable and predictable system of justice by serving as the final arbiter of disputes involving the state's constitution and laws. It hears and decides many of the most important and often the most controversial legal issues affecting Missouri citizens, businesses, organizations, and even factions of the government. In order for a case to be heard at the Supreme Court of Missouri, it must pertain to the validity of a United States statute or treaty, the validity of a Missouri statute or constitutional provision, the state's revenue laws, challenges to a statewide elected official's right to hold office, or imposition of the death penalty. In addition to making legal decisions, the Supreme Court supervises all the lower state courts with the assistance of its Office of State Courts Administrator, which oversees court programs, provides technical assistance, manages the judiciary budget, and conducts educational programs for judicial personnel. The Supreme Court also makes detailed practice and procedure rules that ensure uniform handling of Missouri court cases, including times for filing motions and admitting evidence. In addition, the Supreme Court licenses all attorneys practicing in Missouri, maintains official roll of attorneys, and disciplines lawyers and judges for violating ethical rules of conduct. Located in Jefferson City, the Supreme Court of Missouri consists of 7 judges and is led by Chief Justice Patricia Breckinridge. The next tier in the Missouri state court system is the Court of Appeals. The Court of Appeals handles appeals from the circuit courts. It is divided into 3 districts: Eastern, Southern, and Western. Each district handles cases within its geographical area or jurisdiction. Within these 3 districts, there are 32 appellate judges. In the Court of Appeals, there are no juries or witnesses. The parties argue their cases before these judges, and the judges determine whether there were prejudicial mistakes made at the trial below it. Cases initially decided by the Court of Appeals may be transferred from the Court of Appeals to the Supreme Court, but historically, less than 10% of appeals are transferred to the Supreme Court. This means that, for the vast majority of appeals, the Court of Appeals decision is final. The Missouri Court of Appeals, Eastern District, is the state's largest appellate court, with offices in the historic old post office building in downtown St. Louis. The court is composed of 14 judges who handle approximately 50% of the intermediate appellate caseload in Missouri, covering 25 counties and the city of St. Louis. Oral arguments are regularly conducted in St. Louis, Hannibal, Cape Girardeau, and other locations within the Eastern District. Now for a quick review. The highest tier in the Missouri state court system is the Supreme Court, the second tier is the Courts of Appeals, and the lowest level of courts in the Missouri state court system is the municipal division of the circuit courts. The circuit courts are the primary trial courts in Missouri, and they have general jurisdiction authority over almost all civil and criminal matters. Every Missouri county has a court, and these courts are organized into 45 regional circuits throughout the state. Each circuit court consists of many divisions, such as circuit, associate circuit, small claims, municipal, criminal, family, probate, and juvenile. The type of case determines the division to which a particular case is assigned. In the trial courts throughout the state, there are 142 circuit judges, 201 associate circuit judges, and 33 commissioners and deputy commissioners. Within the St. Louis City Municipal Division lies the 22nd Judicial Circuit, the St. Louis County Municipal Division holds the 21st Judicial Circuit, and the St. Charles County Municipal Division has the 11th Judicial Circuit. These circuit divisions organize traffic court, minor alcohol drug court, earnings tax court, truancy court, and problem property court. And that pretty much summarizes the Missouri state court system.